What up, guys? Any Tier Guild Forever. Going to be reviewing RWBY Volume 2 Chapters 8 and 9. So, this is after the events of the party, which was crashed thanks to Little Miss Intruder eavesdropping. And now that they become aware of her presence, the headmaster is deciding to wait until they make their move, which I understand that he's doing this for the sake of not raising alarm to the students at Beacon, but honestly, you kind of need to take the initiative. The enemy is already within your base. You don't know where they are, true, but the one thing that I will have to give him credit for, he decided to have all of them be under the watchful eye and shadow HUNTSMEN. This is a win-win situation. Because one, this will help their growth in improving so they can reach their goals in being a huntsman or hunstresses or whatever. While at the same time, they're under a watchful eye, so they don't have to worry about being attacked or ganged up. Meanwhile, the students are safely away from Beacon. People within Beacon, the staffs, can now make their move without alarming any of the students. So I have to admit, the headmaster definitely played his cards very, very well this time. He's making sure he's keeping all the students out, but at the same time, they are under a watchful eye that will watch over them, help them grow, while at the same time, they will be safe. This way, since everyone's out, everyone that's in Beacon, the teachers and the faculty members are going to handle the threat that infiltrated their school. So once again, I gotta give the headmaster his props. He's doing his thing. He's making the right calls. Honestly, this was a very good way to get the students out of Beacon while at the same time not raising awareness. So headmaster, he's playing his cards right. Unlike the general in some senses is correct. Action does need to be made at some given point because the enemy has already infiltrated and stole or found or did something of importance within their faculty. So much so that no one was aware they were sneaking in and out. So all I gotta say is, either way, action has to be taken place, but the students will be at risk if they take action. There could be a fight and the students could be involved, and that's what the headmaster did not want. So to make sure the students' safety are guaranteed, they found a way to sneakily put them out there to be overwatched by an elite huntsman or hunstresses, and further growing them. Like they're still growing while at the same time they're safe. As for what the faculty members within Beacon are going to do, I'm pretty sure a battle is going to be waged, and RWBY and everyone else are going to be completely unaware of it. Probably. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe they will become aware at some point and then they end up joining the fight. Or maybe the fight comes to them. Who knows? All I know is things are going down really quickly, and the headmaster and everyone else needs to move fast before someone gets hurt or the situation escalates. But still, very good move. Things are growing. I was unsure of the huntsman that was watching over RWBY's group, but after seeing how he questioned everyone, how he acts is kind of weird and I guess very spaz-like, but I'm sure this guy is no joke. I'm absolutely certain this guy, regardless of his appearance, regardless of how he comes off initially, I'm sure this guy is no joke and he can actually hold his own. I'm almost certain of that. But we'll see. One can only know. And I would like to see him in action, though. I'm not going to lie to you. I would love to see him in action. Assuming we will. I feel like we will see him in action because, I don't know, something tells me that even though RWBY's group is away from Beacon and they're going through training, essentially, I feel like the enemy is still going to find their way to them. I don't know. I just have a feeling because RWBY's group has a knack for getting in trouble. Let's be honest here. So I don't know, man. I think that, but I'm not sure if it's really gonna happen. We'll see. We're just gonna have to wait and see for the following episode. But until then, I'm very happy with the pacing of RWBY so far. Like, it's getting at a like it's at a pacing, like it's kind of like a give and take. It's not too slow, while at the same time it's not very fast or even fast in general. It's like at a nice even paced. And even though, while at the same time, I'll say this, I remember back then, early on, or semi early on in RWBY, I wasn't feeling it. I wasn't really that into RWBY. I'm not even gonna hold you. But after certain episodes that have arrived, especially the latest ones, back and forths, I've come to the conclusion that I'm interested in RWBY now. I'm not crazy for it still, but it definitely has me interested personally. I'm just waiting for things to really pick up. And I know things have picked up off and on in certain episodes, but what I mean by pick up, I mean the foundation of the story. What really makes RWBY RWBY, if that makes sense, as well as the purpose long-term wise for all our characters. Predominantly Team RWBY, because of course, they're the main characters, they're the ones I want to get to know the most. Everyone else is secondary to me. Like, but I will admit, if there was a few secondary characters that I'm interested, definitely would say John, Pyrrha, and who else? Definitely the headmaster. I don't know. I find the headmaster very interesting. It kind of comes off as like Kisuke from Urahara from Bleach. And I'm not just saying that because of the white hair and how... Even though I'm not going to lie to you, I think Kisuke Urahara and the headmaster are not exactly the same. I think Kisuke is more lenient, while the headmaster is not lenient but fair. He's not strict but fair, and he's not lenient either. So that's one thing there. But anyway, guys, that's it for me. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode of RWBY. Let me know what you guys all thought. Oh, and by the way, don't forget to go over to my Patreon. We're starting a voting for the Week of Anime extension. 3 days more of the anime week, because when we went through all those episodes of Bloom Into You, those were only 4 days. There's still 3 days left, and that will complete the week of anime. And once we're done with that, we will get to a week of manga. And trust me, you guys want to be prepared for that, because there's going to be a massive list. So make sure to stay tuned for that. Remember, if you want to vote, get on my Patreon if you want to start voting for there. But yeah, so far it looks like the one in the lead is Ancient Magis. So if let's just hypothetically say Ancient Magis, Ancient Bride Magis wins. So day 1. So for 3 days, that's 9 episodes. Is that enough to conclude the series? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But anyway, other than that, that's it for this one, guys. See you guys all in the next one. And yeah, peace. I'm out.